Alright, y'all. I got a new toy yesterday. Check it out. This is from Thrower Supply. The competition throwing hawk. Just got it in yesterday. Been throwing around quite a bit. This is a 1 day old Tomahawk. And as you can see, well, it's already dinged up. Look at that. Hey there, mister. Say hello. Look into the camera.
Hello, my name's Santa.
Okay, Santa. Guys, let's talk about this a little bit here. I'm going to bring you over to the bench and I want to show you some things about it. Alright?
And I like it so much.
Okay.
That's what I got you for Christmas.
Alright, folks, welcome to my workbench. This again is the competition throwing hawk from Thrower Supply. This is a hand forged 1095. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if it's 1095. They just call it a high carbon steel. So it's a high carbon steel. You've got a 4-inch blade here. It's 19 inches in overall length, 1.6 pounds. Okay, enough with the specs. Let me tell you some of the things that I've noticed about this after using it for just a very little while. Let me rephrase that. I was throwing this probably about 3 or 4 hours last night. I beat the hell out of it in one night. I took it from looking brand new to looking kind of beat up. Now this handle is not finished with anything. And so I got a lot of dirt, grease from my hands. There was some moisture on the grass last night, so all of that's gotten in there, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. But I want to tell you some things about this that I'm not super impressed with. And this is just me. This has nothing to do with this axe, Tomahawk. Has nothing to do with this company. This is just the way this feels in my hands and throws for me. Some of the things about it I'm not super pleased with, and I'm going to make some adjustments to it. Number one is the way that this sticks out here at the top. I'm not for sure why the handle has to stick through that far. Perhaps there's a reason for it that I just don't know. I'm not an expert on Tomahawks. But I'm going to go ahead and lop that off because it's annoying to me. As I'm throwing this, I just can't stop thinking about that material right there for some reason. I just don't like the way it sticks out so much. So I'm going to lop that off, and some of you may tell me how I'm an idiot for doing so because it's got some very important purpose. Perhaps it does. It's a replaceable handle, so it's not a big deal. Also, this blade came extremely dull right out of the box. I cannot cut myself with it. I could not last night when I got it out of the box, could not possibly cut myself with it. Now that's fine with a throwing axe or the Tomahawk. I understand we don't need to have the blade very sharp. The force from the throw is going to make it stick. However, I would like to have it a little bit sharp, to where at least maybe I have to, be afraid that I might cut myself, even if I really won't. This, I just don't, there's no fear whatsoever. It's not going to cut. It cannot cut. And I have noticed several times where it hit the target with enough force that it should have stuck, and it did not stick, and I think it would have had this blade been just a little sharp. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen this up with just with a file, a quick file, run the file across it quickly, get it a little sharp, and we're going to stop there. Last thing is, don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of make it out. This handle has, I guess it'd be like a triangular shape. It's almost shaped like a guitar pick. And that feels very odd in the hand. It makes a ridge right along here that feels odd in the hand. I'm just going to take a spoke shave and we're going to run that down a little bit just to soften it up just a touch. Other than that, like I said, I'm enjoying the thing. It's not my favorite piece of equipment for throwing. I have other axes, other Tomahawks that I prefer. But it was a good buy. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the purchase. I like having variety. If you like having variety too, pick one up. You'll probably love it too. I did want to show you real fast. They say this is a high carbon steel. So that should mean you should be able to spark some, strike a ferro rod, right? Well, let's give it a try and see if what they're claiming is accurate. Can you? Is it a high enough carbon steel that you could do that? Well, you can see we are getting some sparks there. Not a ton, not a lot. You probably wouldn't want to rely on that in a survival situation where you need to start a fire to save your life. But it will throw some sparks. So I guess if you absolutely had to, you could. Okay, that's it for the benchtop review here. Let's dive in and get some work done on this thing. Okay, I think I'm going to take maybe about an inch or so off of here and leave about maybe a half of an inch sticking out there. That seems to me to be about right. If I leave a half an inch out, yeah, I think if I leave a half an inch out, that's going to be plenty to be confident that the head's not going to go flying off. Maybe 3/4 of it. We'll go 3/4 of an inch. That'll be plenty to give me the confidence there that that head's not going to go flying out. But I don't think there needs to be all that excess wood there. Again, there may be a very good reason for that, but if there is, I just don't know what it is. So let's go ahead and mark this up and get it cut. Should still be plenty. Should still be plenty safe that it's not going to come off of there. Let's go ahead and chamfer up these edges a little bit. We'll take the spoke shave down here a bit, sharpen up the edge a bit, then give it a try. I'm just using my Mora black here to do this, to chamfer these edges. I love this knife. I've had this for, I guess, about 3 years now or so, maybe 2 years. This is just, I mean, every little task I've used this for has been perfect. It's been ideal. I can highly, highly recommend this knife. You know, I sure enjoy taking these tools that are not perfect, modifying them in ways that make them better. You know, not everything that comes from a factory or from a shop is going to be in every way, shape, and form perfect. But to be able to have the skill to make it ideal for you and your own use, it is rewarding. Alright, that's pretty good there. Camera won't focus very well, but what you can't really see there is that those edges are just rounded off now, nice and smooth. Not gonna be rough. All right, let's put the spoke shave on here. But I got a problem. I have not yet got my bench vise installed, so I'm going to have to come up with some creative way to hold this thing while I use the spoke shave on it, or else I may just have to hold it in my hand and do it that way. We'll see. Alright, I think this is going to work. Basically just took my clamp here and clamped it down. It seems to hold okay if I go at this certain angle. If I roll it back this way, we get problems, but if I keep it rolled that way, we're good. So we'll give it a go. It's not going to take too much effort to get that down. I got this spoke shave a little while back, and I'm not a master with it, but it sure is a nice little tool. Just takes a couple seconds to set it up. Once you get it set up, you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, we'll give that a try. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I can go a little deeper. That's what we want to see.
Daddy.
Tonight. Alright, so I think that's going to work. It definitely feels better right there in the hand. I'm not getting that big ridge that I had before. This I can see, it's a corner of the eye thing, and it's not bothering me there now. It even feels just better. It's probably a psychological thing, but I prefer it. Alright, let's put a file on that blade. This thing was just so unbelievably dull. I really was blown away. Again, still can't cut myself, but I'm starting to get to where, you know, you might think, ooh, maybe that could cut me. It cannot. It cannot cut me. Okay, so for those safety Sallies out there who might say, well, you know, you shouldn't have a sharp blade on your Tomahawk when you're throwing it. It's not sharp. Cannot cut myself on it. But at least it does feel sharp enough that it's going to stick. Like I said, I had several of them last night that did not stick, even though they hit right on the head with enough force that it should have stuck. So, let's go through it. Oh, that feels so much better. There is nothing quite like the feeling of sinking a Tomahawk. Ah, it's great. I know, lighting's bad, I apologize. Let me try this over here. No. Over here? No. We got failing light. It's getting dark, so probably gonna call it a night here. But I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Also, if you have any comments, suggestions, anything I should know about that, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, thanks for watching, and God bless. Alright, so I have to say that after getting out there and throwing that around for just a couple minutes out there, my gosh, what a world of difference it made, just with those 3 little improvements, or modifications you might call them. It just felt so much better balanced, and what did I take off? Maybe an ounce from the head there? But the balance just seems so much better. It felt so much more comfortable in the hand, and as you can see, it's sticking no problem. I don't know, maybe it is all just psychological. Whatever it is, it definitely worked.